So I have these very vivid memories of being a child, running downstairs, not in my feety pyjamas, and being kicked out of my own living room. This was because my dad was watching a horror movie at the time. Now this is way before my love of B-list horror movies, and to be honest with you, this could very much be my Rosebud moment. Rosebud. Give me 2 seconds, I'm going to call my therapist. Oh, and welcome to Retrospective.
Hey, yeah, I just need to talk for a couple of minutes.
Okay, sorry about that. So that movie was the first Puppet Master, a long-lasting, straight-to-VHS cinematic mess. A series starting in 1989 and ending in... Wait, they're still making these? The most recent one was in 2018. Okay, I gotta watch this. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. So the year was 1989. The best Batman movie that ever came out. Don't at me. And grunge wasn't dead yet. Somebody knocked down a wall in Berlin or something. I don't know, I wasn't there. But here's a photo of me at the Berlin Wall. And a little film called Puppet Master was released. Directive VHS. Now what's home video, you might be asking? Well, it's like Netflix, but you can only get it from Dodgy Dave down the pub. The original isn't very plot heavy. It's a bunch of magic people in a hotel and they all got knocked off one by one. That's unimportant right now, and to be honest with you, the first one is a little shit. The series didn't pick up till the third, in my opinion, which is based on the fact that I have a film degree, so it's basically a fact. But let's skip forward 29 years. Fuck me, I'm old. This movie doesn't believe in hand-holding. There's no slow introduction of characters, we're just smashed straight into a film. In the universe, we've had about 70 years of story so far, but fuck that. All you need to know is there is puppets. The guy that made the puppets fought the Nazis for fuck's sake. But that's irrelevant, and it'll get more relevant throughout the film. Is this our antagonist? It looks like a testicle on a cold day, but he pulls up a pew at his local watering hole. It's a bar which has a BYOL policy. Bring your own lemon. Oh, he has to squeeze his own lemon too. Good thing he's wearing them strangling gloves. So this lemon sucker is the nice German guy from the last 8 movies. But this time he's evil. Spooky. Didn't have all them scars last time we saw him. But to be honest with you, last time we saw him, his soul had been moved into a living doll, so people can't change. I think we're meant to be on the side of these girls, but then they start being all racist, and you kind of lose all respect for them. Oh, now she's dead. Anyway, they've kept most of the puppets, if not a little redesigned. Blades is here. It looks the most different. Now they call him Hyther. You know, it's like you're saying Hitler, but without your teeth in. The other guys like Pinhead and Tunneler just sort of look a little bit more yellow, like you've left them out in the sun for too long. But the guy who's got the biggest facelift, or whatever the opposite of a facelift is Andre Toulon, who looks more like an avocado painted purple. I definitely feel like that's going to bite him in the ass later. Credits time! And if you even guessed, Toulon is now a Nazi, or was always a Nazi. This is a sort of what-if movie. The guy who was fighting Nazis in the third movie, his first outing, is now a Nazi in this one. All of that was set in 1989, the year the first movie came out. Spooky. Cut to present day, where the budgets ran out. Eddie, this middle-aged guy, is moving back in with his parents because of what I can only presume is a messy divorce. I have to go talk to my therapist again.
No, you're not my therapist anymore, I just need to talk.
I'm back. I keep getting Andy from the new Chucky vibes. I don't know if it's the way he looks, or because we know sooner or later he'll be punching a living doll in the face. But damn, it reminds me of Andy.
She's a real good looker too.
This guy wants to fuck his daughter-in-law. Ex-daughter-in-law, sorry. Well, this bit wasn't shot in a garage. Although if it was shot in a garage, that's fine, I guess. But honestly, if any store's going to let you shoot in it, a comic book shop's pretty top of the list. It's always weird when you see somebody in a movie who did other things before and after it. The kid was right. Madame Lightning is hot. Wait, this Blades has hands and not blades. Where's his blades? The redesigns of these guys are cool, but I feel like they've taken a lot of design elements away from the characters. There's also this feeling that they've spaffed all the plot early, and we have to just wait for... Oh shit, God! Well, there's Blades as Blades, I guess. Blades got an upgrade. And a skullet, like Hulk Hogan. Wait, these guys are dating now? They've really compressed time here. Somebody watched a lot of Clerks while writing this. The dialogue in the film is actually really good in a Clerksian way. It's like people have history, in-joke, a level of humour you only get by being friends for years. Or by having a really abrasive personality. Like this guy. Or me. Nothing's happening. Then something is happening. But it's not the happening I want to be happening. You may notice the screen is blank right now. That's because people in B-movies can't keep their fucking tops on. There's also this woman that reminds me of a Nazi, ironically. Anyway, she's telling the whole backstory of Toulon. You know, the story we've already been told during the opening credits of the movie. We're at about a third of the way through the movie now, and only 2 people have died. And that was almost 30 years ago. That's like a year a minute. Wait, we're setting up the rest of the cast now? At minute 33? That's a third of the movie gone. And they're like...
Bring out Accident!
I hope she dies.
Someone who worked here took him?
I think that a lot of very valuable collectibles all arrived in a small town at the same time, and I was a fucking moron to trust the hotel lock.
Oh, that actually makes sense and I don't like it.
Something just went under the bed.
Like what? Cockroach? Mouse?
I guess it's meant to be our first idiot, but that's the thing. What he's saying makes sense. Nobody's like, something went under the bed and replies with, what? A puppet built by a Nazi almost 100 years ago?
Lots of Jewish people collect Nazi memorabilia.
Lots of people?
Medals, pamphlets, posters, stuff like that.
Dolls wearing Nazi helmets that come alive when you pop to the shops. It just went off my hand, officer. Guess why the screen's black now? I know it's a sort of trope in B-movies and I'm not against it really, but come on, I won't have enough footage to make jokes over at this rate. Just so you know, those people that were making out in the car earlier just died. What a weird piece of hotel decor. Oh, it's another robot. This drone guy seems a little out of the tech range of the 40s or even the 80s, but I'm guessing Too Long did make living robots, so a drone isn't that far-fetched. Don't lose your head, or piss on your face. They've really squeezed all the deaths into the last 10 minutes. Pad them out, make them last. The guy who's a heartwarming dick is asking a girl out at the bar. Oh man, I kind of feel sorry for him now. Is this the only redemption arc men can have these days? Now there's a bunch of them and they're all coming back to life now? Why? Are they going to cross that bridge? There should be the Metal Gear music over these shots. Actually, now that I think about it, how are these guys getting around? They're only small. Is it just straight up parkour? Parkour! The puppets in the movie go from realistic movie to just sloppy green screen effect. Like this shot, is it just somebody jiggling a photo up and down? I would do a kill count, but firstly I've already lost count and secondly somebody else already does that. I can't even do a puppet count because who the shit knows? Some of the kills in this film are a little bit disturbing. A puppet literally tore a baby from the womb. Like a double kill. The busting out the chest is commonly used in this movie. You thought I was going to mention Alien? Well, I'm not.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
What are you looking so nervous about?
The police make me nervous.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. And this is another thing this film sort of gets right. The police aren't that perfect light of competent. They seem to know what they're doing, but they don't seem to be chasing anything up with any sort of speed. They just ask people questions, take notes, and then they're on to the next thing. Nobody here is two-dimensional. Not the two-dimension you tend to expect from this style of movie, but the sort of dimension you expect when you meet somebody fleetingly. So I'm going to fill some backstory in. The guy who owns the comic book shop met a waitress at a cocktail bar. Wait, that's a song. So now they're watching an anime fanfiction in his bedroom? I just thought you should know. Now this couple I haven't seen yet. Baby Hitler? I feel like whoever made Baby Hitler didn't understand the brief of making a puppet. And Baby Hitler's controlling the guy who looks like an out-of-work rocker now. Now they've brought everybody into the lobby. Now as I've mentioned, this is like an 8 or 9 movie series. And most of it's set in a hotel. But that's the thing, this isn't the same hotel as in the old movies. This is a much smaller motel. This lobby shot just sort of feels like a way of introducing a lot of characters just so you can kill them.
Few moments later.
And now we're building our zombie survival team. Baby Hitler just killed that maid and shot a cop. This is not the noise I want to make if I ever get shot. You just put Baby Hitler in the oven. Irony, I get it. There's this thing though, they keep adding people to the group and they actually give them enough room to become characters you actually like. Not time, because time isn't something this movie has, but like lines and mannerisms that are believable enough. So you kind of project yourself into these people. So when someone dies, you do have a feeling of loss. Other than that girl who had terrible depth perception and hit her head when jumping out of a window. There's another thing. I'm waiting for a double bluff. They hinted it a few times, but we never get one. The hotel manager is a bit Nazi, so you're like, expecting him? He even references it later, and then that peters out into a puddle of blood. There's this Nazi looking cop. Now my theory was that she didn't kill Toulon and just joined the cult or something. Nope, no twist. No plot based twist at least. People die who you weren't expecting to die, and that you weren't ready for, but there's no real ending worth the movie. It peters off into an open-ended mess, and that would be fine, but it's not what the film was building up to. They could have left it open-ended, but had an ending still, but no. We get this attempt at a plot twist. The to be continued you never saw coming, but are aggravated by because it's the cinematic equivalent of it was all a dream. Yeah, we should probably go back to the fact that this guy was a zombie tree puppet. I don't know. To be continued? So is Puppet Master a good film? Well, yeah, just like my beard when I was 16, it's slow and patchy in places, but honestly it's worth a watch. Get some popcorn, close the blinds and get comfy. Double check the blinds in case someone's looking at you staring at giant boobs, which this film has in pairs, cause reasons. And yeah, there's some bits where you can go grab a coffee, but they're few and far between. If you like seeing small puppets murder an amount of people in a surprisingly gory way, this film would be right up your alley. If you excuse me, I need to go. Be kind and rewind. Oh god, giant boobs again! Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and watch some of the other videos. It really helped the channel out. I've left an Amazon link in the description for the film. If you have the urge to watch a tiny puppet murdering people just like me and my dad do, check it out. And I'll see you next Tuesday.